What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for being a part of the show. Lakers Talk Daily, Thursday, day off for the Lake Show until they take on the Sacramento Kings tomorrow. Final preseason games for the Lakers, final preseason game for the Lakers, and then that's it. Then it's time for the regular season. Obviously, at the game yesterday, did the pre, did the post, and a lot of the conversation today is around Russell Westbrook. So let me set this up properly. First off, please subscribe to the channel. ESPN LA is our YouTube channel. Subscribe. We'll continue to put content on here Monday through Friday. We'll always find a story that we think is most interesting to Laker fans, and we'll definitely use this platform to talk about it. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I know yesterday I had made a couple conversations on radio that I kind of like that we're not really talking about Russ, that there really isn't that much to talk about. And that the fact that he's not dominating the storylines, I thought was a good thing. Then yesterday happened. Yesterday was the preseason game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And there's some clips that are out there that I think is fair enough when I'm watching the game yesterday. I didn't notice anything while the game was going on, but on Twitter, as it always does, somebody grabs a clip and they put it up on Twitter, and then all of a sudden the chatter and the conversation starts. With Russ, it's times 10. So if something happens with Patrick Beverley, probably not paying all that close attention to it. Something happens with Austin Reeves, probably not paying that close attention to it. But if something happens with Russ, it's just naturally a big deal. That's just kind of how it works when it comes to Russell Westbrook. All right, so I'm sure everybody has seen it. But there were two clips that came out yesterday that was about Russ, and I want to spend a quick second talking about it. One of the clips was Patrick Beverley trying to get the squad together during the game. I want to say this was in the third quarter. And he gets Lonnie Walker before he gets injured. He gets AD, he gets Braun. Russ doesn't come over. Okay? All right, not a big deal. To me, not that big of a deal because it happens in the middle of a game. Maybe he's pissed off, a situation that happened. Maybe he's upset at himself. I'm honestly not paying too much attention to it. But that clip exists. And it's impossible for us not to talk about it. It's the Lakers. It's Russell Westbrook. It's just naturally going to happen that we're going to talk about it. The clip that I think to me was more interesting was Russ, while the team is all together over by the free throw line, they're all huddling up together. Russ is not part of that situation. Russ is kind of on his own. He's isolated. He starts walking over towards center court. Then the rest of the team kind of splits up. That to me was a little more interesting than anything else that I thought. And before I get into anything else, Russ did speak to reporters today, and he explained he's been doing the same ritual before games for as long as he's been in the NBA.
It's really weird, man. Pre-game, I've been doing that since I've been in the league for years, man. I think they just cut the video, and obviously the internet don't take it and run whatever they need to run with. But I've been doing the same ritual since I've been in the league. I'm pretty sure you guys probably can attest to that. But as far as the other video, I was actually talking to the coaches, and they cut that video in half as well. I was talking to the coaches about a missed coverage. So, I don't pay no mind to it, man. It's honestly, I'm just trying to compete and do my job. Everything, videos and getting nitpicked. You can cut any video and make anything you want out of it. It's not up to me to be able to judge that. I know I'm a genuine team player, and I never had a problem being with my teammates, and I'm gonna continue to do what I've been doing.
Let me simplify this for everybody. Is this a big deal, or is it not a big deal at all? Are we just in the media trying to make something out of nothing, or do you feel like there should be something here in this conversation about Russ and those two separate videos that I mentioned that came out yesterday during the Lakers Timberwolves game? I'm gonna give you my thoughts real quick. By the way, comment below, just whatever you think. If you think it's a big deal, if you don't, if this whole Russ thing, it bothers you even more, or do you think that we're just looking for something to talk about Russ and this is just another example? I will tell you this. It's not a good look, period. Like, that's the best way that I could put it. It's not a good look. I don't know the full context. I don't know the full storyline. I don't know if Russ was doing something intentional or this just happened to be really, really bad timing. But I'll tell you what I do know. I do know that the Lakers have one more preseason game left before they got to take on the defending freaking champs on Tuesday. I do know that the Lakers, 1 week from today, are playing a really, really good Clippers team in their home opener right here at Crypto.com Arena across the street. I do know that Russell Westbrook has been a part of conversations for a year now, and most of them have not been positive conversations about Russ and the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what I do know. And any time that you feel like, especially if you're Russell Westbrook, that you can make sure that to show, guys, I'm a part of the team this year. Trust me, I'm here to do everything I can to help this team win. Trust me, I'm not here to kill the vibe or hurt the vibe. I'm here to be an asset for the Lakers in whatever possible way this organization needs me. And I'm here in every possible way to make sure that Darvin Ham can trust me and everything else. I would think that's the approach Russell Westbrook has going into this season. I would think that's smart for his current career with this current contract. And I would think it's a smart strategy to take for his future contract and however long he stays in the NBA after this season. That's the best way that I can describe it. It's just not a good look. I don't want to be talking about this as much as Laker fans don't want to be talking about it. But it is a conversation to be had. What I wish we were talking about was, what do you think of the starting lineups they've used so far? What areas do the Lakers got to be better on defense? What do they got to do tomorrow against the Sacramento Kings to prepare to make sure that they're prepared for their game coming up against the Warriors on the 18th? And that is not the conversation that we're having about the Lakers. That, to me, is frustrating. I said this on the radio show with Travis Rogers. I do the show with him starting at 10 a.m. I said that ultimately this is what I want from the Lakers. I want the keys in Darvin Ham's hands. And I want Darvin Ham to determine whether Russ is helping this team, and that could be on the floor, that could be off the floor, or if he's hurting the team, and that could be on the floor, that could be off the floor. I want Darvin Ham, the new head coach of the Lakers, who just signed a 4-year deal with the Lake Show. I want him to determine whether Russ is doing the right thing for the organization or he's not. Those two clips that I saw yesterday, I don't like either one of them. I don't know if I have the full context to it, and I don't know if it's fair to sit back and say, okay, well, Russ is clearly doing this on purpose to hurt the Lakers, and he doesn't want to be a Laker, and the guy wants to kick himself off this team one way or the other, or if those were just two bad clips that were clipped at the worst time, and it made Russ look bad, but that's really not the true, light of it. All I could do is go back to my experience so far of having Russ on the Lakers, and if we're having a conversation like this about Russ in the preseason, it does not give me much optimism of what Russ is going to be during the regular season. So, Laker fans, throw it to you. What do you think? Big deal, not a big deal? If you're the Lakers, are you looking at this and are you looking at Russell Westbrook saying this again? Or are we making something that we shouldn't be making something out of? YouTube, ESPN LA, please subscribe to the channel. I got my own channel too, Lakers Talk with Alan Sliwa. You could go there. I post the videos up there as well. And I'll be back tomorrow before the Lakers take on the Sacramento Kings to do one more of these videos. We'll find something that obviously makes sense. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Alan Sliwa. Laker fans, hope you have a great rest of your day.